So you and your buddies have some scalers, okay? You guys are out, you have some friendly competitions, but you want to make it a little more legit, as in like with gates and like actual competition. Well, you gotta set some rules. Now, SORCA is a sanctioning body of the whole crawler community. There's a lot of events out there that are just simply SORCA. To me, that's a bit unimaginative. Let me get that out. I like events that are a little more original. However, I'm going to show you guys in the back part here some general rules on how to set up a course and chat a little bit about some of the rules that we follow for different events that I put on both here and at the Barbarian Scaleplex. Now, if you're interested in getting a full breakdown with demonstrations of the rules that I use for the different classes and different things like that, and the events that I run, complete with timed stages and all kinds of other stuff, comment down below and let me know you want me to actually do that video, because it's going to be a lot of talking in it, and it's just kind of one of them things that could, get me some hate from all the SORCA guys out there. But anyway, if you want to see that video, let me know. However, let's go ahead and take a look at some general rules on setting up a course for your very own competition. Take a look.
When setting up your course, you got to look at the area you have to work with. So you got to look at all this stuff and just plan your route. Things like this, there is pretty much only one route. Just got to stay on top of it. But all these rocks and stuff, different routes that you can go. And so we're going to set up the rocks. We're also going to set up a little bit of a dirt path, try to get some of the guys into the sand. So let's go ahead and start with some of the rocks. You got to look at where you want to start. So we'll probably just start right about there, right up across the top. Hey, Sam. And just basically go right across. Now, even in the flat areas, you place a gate right in the middle of them, it'll slow them down because they'll have to drive. And what you can do is you can set a gate like here and over here. That way when they come up, they kind of got to go over here and reposition to get up through here. Over here, you can put like a gate on this side. So this way they're forced to get up and work their way over. So that way you can get across that. Obstacles like this, you could just simply go a gate out to here and then one right about here. And that's enough to just mess people up when it comes to the outside edges. So anyway, come right on over through here. You look at the downs that you can do. You can drop them down, back around, come up. I'm probably going to bring them right up through this, across that, over through here. We got the smiley face. I could drop them down, around, up around this. This is all fairly new stuff right here. And just bring them up, around. May even actually bring them down and let them go underneath this stuff for the first time. We haven't done that yet. This course right here, we'll probably just start them up, down, bring them down, come over to the side, and then we may just bring them up over here somewhere, maybe drop them down the back side, come back under, and then just kind of weave them across, through, down, and back up. So you got to look for a course that is doable, is somewhat scale-ish, and the reason why I say scale-ish is these vehicles aren't exactly very scale. They may say they are, but these things have like 5,000 scale horsepower and stuff. So anyway, also while you're looking at your course, you may want to cut some grass a little bit, get some things straightened up. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get to work on these and then we'll move along. Now it's time to clean this one up. Although this entire course is elevated, I need to clean all this up down here where we're walking. Believe it or not, vehicles do make their way to the ground. As you're raking or cleaning up your area, notice things like this. Little ground roots. That will absolutely trip somebody up and can cause injury. So pull these things out of the way. You really don't want somebody to fall and get hurt. So this area looks a lot better now, much better. Now when you get over into here, you see all these little fresh dirt areas. That's where I pulled up trip roots. I pulled up a bunch. Always make sure you got your buddy with you when you're out here working. Gotta have him. Yes. Now it's time to set the gates, and you really got to make it somewhat scalish, but doable, fun, easy, and challenging all at once. Now what I've done right here is I've got the gates set in position. Obviously the holes aren't drilled yet, but hopefully this will actually work out and flow well. Sometimes if you know exactly where it's going to end, like say over there, you can actually work your way back. And I was able to use some existing holes, but still have a bunch more to drill. When you're setting gates and you don't know how wide the gates are, you can just simply make yourself a PVC piece like this and measure out some measurements. Simple and easy. Now the course is set and it looks insanely confusing. Well, if the course is set correctly, the gates will actually point you in the proper direction. Now 1, 2, then you drop down, you've got 3, then on the other side you've got 4 right there, which puts you right back up into here. Then you come out and you're going to be right over here to 5, 6, 7, you're coming back up 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see if I can get over here. 11, 12, and then you're going to have this section right here. This is a switchback. If you can, avoid this because all it does is cause confusion, but if not, let your guys know. Let them walk the course. So here you have 13, 14, 15, 16, nice and wide to give them some room to work. And then they got to turn all the way around, 17, 18, 19, and 20 right over there. So let the drivers see the course that you've set up, because you know the numbers are supposed to be on the right. Sometimes you put them on the wrong side. It's best to catch that before you start the event. This is the other course. There's gate 1, 2, and then you got 3, 4, and then you come across to 5, 6. Notice there are 2 orange flags right there. You could totally use 1, but that's confusing. People will see that as the gate for number 6, not for number 7. So put 2 in there. 7, 8, 9. It goes underneath, then it comes back. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 right over there. So they look confusing standing, you know, from outside, and probably really bad on camera right now. You guys sitting at home on your computers or your phones, what the heck is this junk? When your vehicle is on the course and you're driving through it, it actually makes more sense. To prove it, I'm gonna drive it. Okay, let's go ahead and test this course out right here. Look at that, already something good. Little bounce, get right on up that. Scoot around. See if we can clear that gate. Now coming out of the other side over here, a lot of guys like to put gates coming out. They're more annoying than anything, because I like to just blast out of stuff, but didn't quite get it that time. So let's see here. All right, now we're going to the other side. And now we can just simply drive like this. We got to come up this. Now the gates, they are positioning me right in line to the very next gate. So that tells me that my course setup is actually pretty decent. So here you could actually go try that one line and go across the top, which probably won't work very well. Or you can just kind of chew it like that and make it good. Now we're dropping down right here. Now this is a really steep down spot right here. Wow. Steeper in real life than what it looks on camera, I'm sure. I'm gonna sit here, see if I can get this. Close one. Nice little wall ride. I like that. Now I'm gonna sit here, creep right down through here, get over here. And no, I'm not competing at my own event in my own backyard, because I drive everything. So this right here is a nasty little spot. Wow. There we go. I took just the right line, but that was a pain. Now, once we clear a gate, we're actually good. We can come back and touch it. There we go. Come right on across. And now right here you have a choice. We can take the bypass or the pipes. I'm gonna go ahead and try the pipes. Which somehow happened to work out for me. And that was that course right there.
Okay, so you saw me set the course. I had to drill holes in the concrete, set the gates in place. You saw how the gates looked from a distance. It was like a gigantic mess of colors. But once you get on the course with your vehicle, they really kind of play themselves out. Numbers on the right. You got to have forward progression through the course. You can't back up through a gate and then drive forward. You know, it kind of makes things crazy. In between the gates, you can pretty much go anywhere. So you got to watch that when you set your course. If you set a gate here, but the obstacle is here, well, if there's room, guys will come in that gate around the obstacle and ride around because it's quicker and they're timed. Now, if you're in an area where nature is nice, you know, you got nice natural rocks and you really don't want to drill into that, well, you got these things from Axial that I see a lot of guys use. Just simply place these down and that's your gate marker. And I'm guessing you can put numbers in the little centers if you want to number your gates, but that's what these are for. Really nice. And they keep you from damaging stuff. Out there in my yard, it's just concrete. I'll drill it. No big deal. So guys, hopefully I was able to help out a little bit as far as if you're wanting to set up your gates and your course. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section below. I'll do my very best to answer every question asked. Guys, thank you all for watching.